Hello everyone, now I am going to talk about the concept of diuretics. Diuretics are the drugs which eliminates both water and salts from the body. The first class of drugs are carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. So carbonic anhydrase inhibitors acts by blocking the enzyme called carbonic anhydrase. So in normal physiology, in the renal tubule cell, carbon dioxide combines with the water to form into carbonic acid. This carbonic acid again breaks down into hydrogen as well as bicarbonate in the presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme. So this formed hydrogen gets exchanged with the sodium. It pulls the sodium from the urine. So when we block the carbonic anhydrase enzyme, there will be no formation of hydrogen. So when there is no hydrogen, it can't absorb the sodium. It can't exchange with the sodium, and hence the sodium amount increases in the urine, leading to natriuresis. And when there is a natriuresis, it also pulls the water along with it, leading to diuresis. The most common drugs are acetazolamide, dorzolamide and brinzolamide. The next group of drugs are loop diuretics. So loop diuretics acts by blocking the sodium, potassium and 2-chloride channels in the thick ascending loop of Henle. When these channels are blocked, there will be no absorption of sodium, potassium and chlorine. So these ion concentration increases in the urine. It also pulls the water along with it, leading to diuresis. These are the high efficacious drugs when we compare to other group of drugs. These acts more predominantly, more potently. The most common drugs include furosemide and torsemide. The next group of drugs are thiazide diuretics. So thiazides acts by blocking the sodium and chlorine channels in the DCT, that is distal convolutional tubule. So when these channels will be blocked, there will be no absorption of sodium and hence there will be natriuresis and diuresis. So thiazides also improves the levels of calcium in the blood. It absorbs the calcium amount from the urine. The most common drugs includes hydrochlorothiazide, polythiazide and methiazide. The next group of drugs are potassium sparing diuretics. Potassium sparing diuretics will absorb the potassium from the urine. So these drugs acts on the collecting duct, and the most common examples includes amblioride, spironolactone and triamterene. The next group of drugs are osmotic diuretics. So osmotic diuretics, the example includes mannitol. So mannitol acts by exerting the osmotic effect. Mannitol does not allow the reabsorption of water from the renal tubules. The concept of diuretics can be correlated with the Mutra Virechaniya Dravyas, which includes Vrukshadani, Swadamshra, Vasuka, Vashira, Pashanabeda, Darba, Kusha, Kasha, Gundra and Niktamola. Gokshura, which is Tribulus terrestris, the aqueous extract of Tribulus terrestris, which was being prepared from the fruit and leaves, has shown a very good positive diuretic action in the dose of 5 grams per kg. And the action of Gokshura is found to be identical with the action of furosemide. Gokshura acts by improving the tonicity of a smooth muscle and also improving the propulsive activity, and also helps as a lithotriptic, that is expulsion of stones from the urinary tract. Tandula bija and atibala, the ethyl extract of both Tandula bija and atibala found to increase the levels of sodium, potassium and calcium and chlorine levels in the urine at the dosages of 100, 200 and 400 mg per kg. So it is identical with the action of thiazide diuretics and also carbonic anhydrate diuretics. Pashanabeda, which is Bargenia lingulata, the ethanol extract of Pashanabeda also showed positive diuresis, and also it is effective in dissolving the stones. Some of the compound formulations like Chandra Prabhavati, Chandra Claras, Punarnavarishta, Punarnava Mandura, all these are very beneficial as a diuretic. And also Chandra Prabhavati, its action is compared with the action of furosemide, and it is told that it is twofold superior than the furosemide. Thanks for watching.